I am so excited. This was my #1 thing to do on our New Zealand road trip and I cannot wait. Welcome to the Tongariro Crossing. Hey Ray, I was just checking if the Tongariro shuttle was going for tomorrow.
Yes, we certainly are. Yeah, I'll have a quick look and I'm sure that you'll be on for 7 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Cheers Ray. I am so excited. I've been trying to do this hike for about 3 years and tomorrow is the day. Good morning, it is 5 a.m. We're about to be picked up by a shuttle to take us to the start line and today we're walking the Tongariro Crossing.
It's approximately 20 odd kilometres and it's gonna take you anywhere between 5 to 8 hours depending on your pace.
We've just gotten off the shuttle at 6 a.m. We're ready to start the walk.
Only 19 k's to go.
Spirits are high. How are you feeling?
Great, I'm excited.
I'm so excited. This is going to be amazing.
We're at the 3 kilometre mark. The good thing about the Tongariro Crossing is that it's very well signposted. So there's little spots where you can stop and check, look at what the weather's doing, and if it's bad, turn back.
Today though, it is looking gorgeous. The sun's just peeping its head through. Hopefully she'll warm us up soon. We're at the Soda Springs turnoff, which you can see all the way over there. We are an hour and a half into the walk and 4,500 feet up. We're about to go up Devil's Staircase, which is exactly what it sounds like, so wish us luck. I think we've officially arrived at what is known as the Devil's Staircase.
We'll see you up there.
As you can see, the scenery's changed a little bit. We're a whole lot icier. We're now at the South Crater and we're 5,500 feet up. Behind me is known as Mount Araroa, otherwise known as Mount Doom from the Lord of the Rings. Although it wasn't actually filmed on here due to it being Māori sacred land, a lot of the scenes were filmed on Mount Ruapehu, which is another one of the 3 active volcanoes here on the Tongariro Crossing.
And here we are at the Red Crater at 1,886 meters. This is the highest point of the Tongariro Alpine Crossing.
Tongariro National Park was established in 1887 and it is a dual World Heritage Site. There are 3 active volcanic mountains in the Tongariro Crossing: Mount Tongariro, Mount Ngārahoe and Mount Ruapehu. The track was originally built to accommodate 600 people a day. In 2019, 3,000 people in the summer months attempted the crossing. You can see this track which winds all the way down the mountain, and that's what we've got left. It's the home stretch. We got a whole bunch of questions about what the hike was like, so we thought we'd answer a few now.
Question number 1. Was it easy or was it hard?
There's about 3 really big inclines. There's one called the Devil's Staircase. That is just stairs that go on for quite a while. There's a second part going up South Crater. And we found that quite hard because it was a lot of snow on the track and it wasn't like a boardwalk. It's steep and shingly, there's not like a whole lot of footholds. And then there was one final incline which was quite steep, going between the Emerald Lakes and the Blue Lakes.
Yes.
Yeah, there was a really steep area there. There's a lot of paths in it, a lot of boardwalks. The last 2 hours is just winding down this really well marked out path. That stuff's super easy. There's a couple of challenging bits, but I think if you've got average to slightly higher fitness, you'd be totally fine.
How long does it take?
The shuttle operator told us that it could take anywhere between 5 and 10 hours depending on your fitness level, how much you stopped. Realistically, if we tried and didn't stop, probably about 6 hours. It took us close to 9, but we were just enjoying the walk. They say it's the most beautiful day hike in New Zealand, and I don't know why you'd want to rush through that, so it was absolutely gorgeous. We had a pretty good pace, but didn't hesitate to stop for photo stops.
We did a fair bit of research on this one. Do I need hiking boots?
The short answer, I think, is no.
No.
The long answer is yes. The main reason is that once you've hit the highest peak,
Red Crater?
Yeah, coming back down from that is very shingly. You pretty much could end up on your ass pretty quick. You're not going to fall off the side of the mountain, but it would be very easy to slide down. Also the fact that the hiking boots are waterproof. You're walking through ice and snow and melted ice, so there's like a few streams that are forming. There was a whole lot of mud, so sneakers would have gotten wet super quickly. The hiking boots are going to make it much easier, but it's not impossible to do it in sneakers. In the middle of summer, I reckon you could get away with them pretty fine. What's your blister check? How many did you get?
Oh, none, thank you.
I got like one little one, which is pretty good for 7 hours. So one thing that we learned when we started researching the Tongariro Crossing is it's not a loop. So you start at one point, you walk for your 7 to 10 hour day, and you finish at another point, which means you need to book a shuttle. There's a whole lot of companies doing it, and it's about $40 a person is kind of the average that we found, but they'll pick you up bright and early from a designated spot. They pick you up from there and they drive you to the start point, which is Mangatepopo Car Park, and then there's designated times, so I think it was like 1:30 p.m, 3 o'clock and 4:30 or something like that. You get to the end car park, which is Ketetahi. So you just need to get on one of those 3 or 4 shuttles, however many they're doing that day, and you're completely fine, and they'll take you back to your car.
Can I do it in winter?
Winter in New Zealand has finished completely and we're on to spring, but it's still technically winter when it comes to alpine hiking. So there's a whole lot of snow on the track still, there's ice, and for a lot of those months prior to what we had, we were lucky that the sun was out and it was starting to melt off the snow, but you actually can't do it on your own. You have to take a guided tour. They give you things like ice picks and helmets and crampons that attach to your boot. It's a completely different hike. Get some more equipment and then do it with a tour, and you can completely still do the Tongariro Crossing in winter. What do you take with you? So the doc recommendation is food and 1.5 litres of water. That was pretty much all that we found online. We took things like bananas and scroggin, crackers. We took some coffees. That was really nice.
Oh my goodness, the coffees were really good.
Yeah, that's pretty much the food. Other things that we took were, we'd checked the weather forecast beforehand, and there was meant to be a wind chill of about -6 degrees on the top of the mountain. So that meant thermals, like merino layers, windproof jackets, beanies, scarves, gloves to stay warm.
Throughout the vlog you've probably seen There's been a few wardrobe changes, especially for me, like beanie on, beanie off, scarf on, scarf off, puffer jacket on, off, things like that, because you heat up quite quickly and then you cool down really quickly, as you stop.
Yeah, because you're pretty much standing in the middle of snow, so it's freezing, but you've also just climbed for like 45 minutes upstairs, so you're hot.
How did you prepare for a 7-hour hike?
So throughout our travels in New Zealand, we pretty much have just been trying to do walks everywhere. So we started off just walks along the beach. Our first proper walk up a hill was Mount Wanganui, which is gorgeous and would recommend. And then we got into bigger, longer walks, bigger hikes, 2-hour hikes, 4-hour hikes, and then the week or 2 weeks before we actually did the Tongariro crossing, we hiked up to the top of Mount Kiripapungo. And the main question of all, would you do it again?
Yes. Oh, I thought we were going to do it together.
No.
Well, you wouldn't
But
do it again?
100 times yes. It's not called the most beautiful day hike in New Zealand for nothing.
Yeah.
It definitely lived up to its title. Would do it in a heartbeat.
Absolutely. Would do it again. 10 out of 10. Would recommend.
If you haven't noticed by now, we shot this vlog slightly differently. I took the reins on this one, even though Desh completely edited the whole thing. It was shot by me, and if you'd like to see more of these, follow the channel. We'll be on the road for a while longer.
And let us know what you thought about the vlog, the different style, the different song, and have you done the crossing? Have you got any tips that we missed out on? Let us know in the comments below.
As usual, like and subscribe.
And we'll see you on the next one.
We're stopping for photo breaks, so you cool down a lot during them.
Yes, and of course you want to look good in your photos, so you take something.
And that's pretty much everything you have to take.
Yeah. Oh, yourself, your cameras, and just like a good attitude, because some of the no, I'm serious.
And take a good attitude up with you. Pock that one in your pocket, and you're ready to go.
I'm serious.
It is a dual World Heritage Site, and it was also one of the world's... We can cut that there. Like and subscribe.